Hello and welcome to this week's edition of the Horror Debate. I'm Michael Mandy, and he's Rowdy Jeff.
And this week, Halloween 4, the return of Michael Myers. And thank God Mikey came back, because I could not sit through another Halloween sequel without the Mikester.
Yeah, part 3 was pretty brutal.
I still got a headache, Mike.
Yep.
I still got a migraine from it all, okay? Just if I see another bug come out of a mask, dude, it's on. That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
Okay.
So what are we dealing with here?
We're dealing with Michael Myers somehow miraculously survived the burning at the end of part 2, and his eyesight grew back after getting shot in both of them at the end of part 2.
His eyesight. You see, you got me all worked up already. His eyesight was back 10 seconds after she shot him, Mike.
Yeah.
You can see his eyeballs.
Yeah, but anyways.
He was like Superman Returns. You know, the bullet came real close to the eye and then split off. That Mikey's got that same ability. They just didn't advertise it.
Yeah, but
okay.
So he breaks out of the. They're transferring him from the burn ward to a jail, and he breaks out in the ambulance, kills everybody pretty brutally, which was not bad. And then he decides, because Jamie Lee Curtis did not want to do this movie, they gave her a little daughter, Danielle Harris. Named her Jamie, and Michael Myers wants to take her out now.
No.
He doesn't?
Danielle Harris. Well, yes, you're right.
Yeah, I am right.
I was thinking about the blonde.
No, what about the blonde?
I was thinking about the blonde.
Kathleen Kinmont?
No, not Kinmont, the other blonde.
Let's see, what's her name? Ellie Cornell?
Yeah, her.
Rachel.
Yes.
What about her?
Well, I was just thinking of her for a second, then you said Jamie, and
I can see why you would think about her.
I wasn't focused on the little girl.
I can see you were probably focused on Kathleen Kinmont walking around half the movie with no pants on.
No, she didn't do much for me, man. She didn't do much for me. I asked her to, but she didn't. No. I'll tell you what.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. All the females in this movie did a good job.
Yeah. I thought Danielle Harris. Usually it's hard to find a kid that can act convincingly, and man, she did pretty darn solid.
all of them did a decent job of acting. It was the males that screwed it all up.
Oh, I wouldn't say screwed it up.
Screw it up, but they were less effective acting-wise than the females in the movie.
You know what? I actually like this film.
I do too, and it was so cornball and so cheese filled and but you know what? It worked. It still gave you that feeling of kind of like nighttime isolation, locked in this house.
Yeah, they wanted to go back to like you said, the isolation theme. You know, he's out there somewhere, but he really isn't out there. He's really in there.
Right.
You know, that kind of thing.
Right. So
it had moments.
I find this movie very effective in certain ways, and yes, like I said, it's cheesy, but it works for what it was trying to do.
This film worked for what it was. Although it, like you said, at the end of the when they got to about 2/3 of the way through the film, then it took.
They lost it.
A step towards the cheese.
They lost it.
Yeah,
they lost it. And that's okay, because by then, we were pretty much happy with what we got. At the end, I'm not going to tell you exactly what happened, of course, but it just kind of goes off the rails. It looked like they were trying to wrap it up real quick. And it just, I don't know. Mike has this teleportation device in this movie. Yeah,
that's pretty much where it
was like he was here, then he was there, then he went to New York, then he came back. I don't know what was going on. Yeah. They took a picture of him by the Eiffel Tower. He's back out here in Haddonfield. What's going on?
Yeah, no, when he's chasing after someone and they get in a car and drive to the school, break into the school, and he's already there waiting for them.
What's going on with that?
Yeah, that kind of lost me.
Yeah, what'd he do? Like hitchhike? And I don't get it. I don't get it. Mike with his thumb out on the side of the road. Can you see that? Somebody's stopping to pick him up, Yeah. And poor Loomis couldn't even get a ride. Poor Sam Loomis couldn't even get a ride. He's out there thumbing it, right? Yep. And the cheerleaders stop like they're going to pick him up. And
but then they ditched him.
He gets close and they take off. Yeah. But he gets a ride finally from the father, right?
The preacher guy,
Yeah. So anyway, okay. Basically, what you're getting here is
What are we getting here, Jeff?
You're getting into the cornball fest that took place somewhere between Halloween 5 and Halloween 6 or 7
But this was 4.
Yeah, I understand, but listen, this was the beginning of the cornball.
Yes.
This was the beginning of the cheese.
Yeah.
Okay? But it only started to happen, like we said, like 2/3 through the movie.
Yeah, it started out serious.
Yeah, it started out pretty serious, and then it kind of went off the rails. So, but I still think that most Michael Myers fans are going to like this enough to, you know what I mean? They're going to like it enough to say, okay, it was a decent Halloween movie. Yeah. I don't like the mask in this one.
Yeah, what was up with the mask?
The mask was all clean and nice, like his mom just washed it for him and handed it back to him. Here, honey, go kill some more people. Now get along. Mommy fixed your mask. You know, I mean, what's going on there?
Yeah,
and
it was
then
weird.
you know what cracks me up about this flick too is at nighttime when they're all out there and everybody's trick or treating, and you got like 18 guys that are dressed up like Mikey, right?
Yeah.
It was easy to tell which ones weren't him. You had one in the bushes with nappy hair, right? That wasn't Mikey. Mikey knows how to groom himself, right? And then you go over here. This guy's way too skinny. He looks like Kareem Abdul-Jamichael. You know, I mean, come on, Mike. These guys are not happening.
No.
I mean, you could tell which one was which.
Yeah.
You know,
And
it
the answer
bugged
was
me.
none of them.
But in Loomis, you know, he's spent how many years with this guy? 20 years or
At least.
10 years or whatever it's been, right? And he can't tell which one is which?
Uh-huh.
Oh, come on.
Well,
Come on. That cornballed it right there.
okay.
Messed it up for me. You know, I can see the cop not knowing. I mean, he doesn't have any experience. You know, by the way, that guy did a good job. The
Which
sheriff,
guy?
the sheriff
Okay.
was a very extremely believable character. I thought he did a good job.
Bo Star.
Oh, yes. Bo Star, baby. Well, he did a good job anyway. Forget his name. He did a good job. I swear, you know, as soon as he came on the screen, I said, you know, this guy did a really good job. I remember watching
I mean,
this.
he's all right. Yeah.
I remember watching this, you know, way back and going, yeah, that guy was believable, you know? Better than some of the other characters they got. And how many Ben Tramers were in this movie, by the way? How many freaking Ben Tramers?
Well, they were Ben Tramer imposters.
Well, see?
Because the real Ben Tramer got fried.
Forget
in
Michael
part two.
Myers. This is the curse of Ben Tramer, okay? He keeps coming back in subsequent sequels,
Yeah.
okay? You know, I enjoyed it, Mike. It's cheese, but I loved it. I didn't love it. I liked it.
Okay.
I liked it.
How
you know,
much did you like it?
I liked
Jeff?
it enough to watch it again. I could
Okay.
actually watch this again and be okay with it.
You see, my thing, you can tell that John Carpenter did not direct this film. This film went through all the motions, but you could tell the director was...
So did Brady.
Yeah. But I mean, you could I don't know, something was missing. Like I said, that style.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
but I mean, this is still an all
The
right
intensity
film.
never really built in this movie.
Yeah.
That was one of the things that was missing was, you know, it was primed and ready to have some really intense scenes, and they never delivered.
Yeah, there was really no long scenes that were building suspense and tight.
Yeah.
It was just pretty much shot a straightforward.
The storytelling was off.
Yeah.
The storytelling
Yeah,
was
the
off.
script itself was all right.
But you can see where young people, young horror fans would dig it because of the young, pretty faces that are on screen. And, you know, I mean, I got to tell you, man, you know, the Rachel character, she's a hottie.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, most people go for the other chick because, you know, I don't know why, but maybe because she was the one that was, you know, helping Brady out, you know, with his little issue, and I do mean little, issue that he was having, you know. But
that was actually kind of a neat way that they positioned everybody, how to get everybody in the house.
Right.
You know, I
Yeah,
don't want to
right.
spoil nothing, but
and lock
like I said-
everybody in there,
Yeah,
you know.
and yeah. So, like I said, this isn't that bad of a movie. It's all right.
No, and you know, as soon as the movie started, we were kind of talking back and forth, and we said, you know, this already it feels better than Halloween 3 because it feels not just familiar.
Dude, getting shot in the chest would feel better than watching Halloween
Well,
3.
It wasn't that it felt familiar. It's just that it was like, wow, you know, finally, you know, after a couple of years or however long it was between flicks, you know, Mike's back.
Yeah.
Not you. Myers,
Oh,
you know,
okay,
he's
yeah.
back, you know?
Yeah, it was aim in the right direction.
Certainly.
They
And
meant well.
They meant well,
meant well.
but I think they were trying to save their butts at the same time.
Yeah,
You know,
well, you
after,
gotta save
that's
the
the only
franchise.
reason Halloween 4 happened, let's be honest.
Well, yeah.
You know, they made the mistake of putting you know, Halloween 3 out there in front of Michael Myers
Well, at least
fans.
they realized
They puked
their-
all over it.
Yeah, they realized their mistake.
They realized their mistake. They wanted to come back. And you know, the directions they went, we know this after this movie, kind of we don't agree with. You know, we weren't digging it so much.
But we won't get into that
But for
because
this
that's in the
particular
future.
for this particular film,
We don't review the
two-thirds
future.
of it was really good. The last third was okay.
Kind of slipped.
I'm 3-starring it.
All right. Yeah, I agree with you. It was going to be a 4-star film. All right, pretty solid. But then some of those mess-ups and just, so I'm going to take one back.
Yeah,
3-star film.
It's not a 4-star
No.
film by any stretch of the imagination, but it does give you that Halloween vibe, and that's
Yeah,
that's
it's
what
an
I
aim
was.
in the right direction.
That's what I was happy.
and they
with.
meant
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So I'm Michael Mandy. He's Rowdy Jeff, and we'll talk to you next week at the Horror Debate.